Today I'll show you my recipe for Thai sweet chili sauce. This is something that you will always find in my refrigerator. I enjoy using it as a base for other sauces, and of course I use it as a main dipping sauce for many different things. So it's very easy to make. Most of all of these ingredients are easy to find at your grocery store. In the description area below, I'll leave the ingredients and the measurements along with some substitutions in case you cannot find some of these ingredients. I also add a couple of extra things to it, and I'll include those as optional in the ingredients section below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. We'll start with ginger. Now we're going to blend up all of these ingredients. Depending on your blender, if you don't think that it will mince that ginger down real well, you may want to go ahead and peel it first. Just use a spoon and then you can grate it, and that way your ginger will be really nice for the sauce. Okay, now my blender will take the ginger easily, but I wanted to make sure to show you that step because you don't want really huge pieces of ginger in your sauce. Okay, so let's go ahead and add everything to our blender. We'll start by adding the water and the vinegar and the sugar and the salt. We'll add our shallots and the garlic along with the red chilies, and I removed the stems and left the seeds inside, and then the ginger. And we're going to give this a quick mix. So we'll add it to our saucepan on about medium heat and bring it to a boil, stirring constantly to keep it from burning. And once it starts to come to a boil, reduce the heat down to about medium-low, and then just let it simmer. After it's simmered for about 25 minutes, you can add the orange if that's an optional ingredient. So I have my orange juice and my orange zest to it, and I really like that addition in the sauce. I know that cooking this about 30 minutes to 40 minutes gives me the consistency that I like for the sauce. So you'll notice that the color turns very rich and it's shiny, and that's a good indication that your sauce is getting ready. So I make this quite a bit, so I skipped this step here, but I thought I might want to show you. If it's your first time making it, you can test the consistency of the sauce by getting a saucer and putting some ice cubes on that so it gets really cold, and then take your ice cubes off and dry your saucer. And now you have a cold saucer. You can spoon a little bit of the sauce on there just to kind of see how thick it is. And this is just what I'm looking for, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the heat and put it in a mason jar. This gives you just a tiny bit over about a pint of sauce, and it will keep in your refrigerator for many weeks. So this is some of the other that I had made, and you see it's a little bit thicker than the batch I just made, but I always warm up my sauce before we use it, so it takes on a really nice consistency. And there are other ways that you can make this sauce if you want to hurry it along and you don't want to reduce it. You can also, after about 10 minutes of cooking, add a slurry of cornstarch. You take about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water, and then you can stir that into your sauce, and that will thicken it. I don't recommend doing it that way because I really love the concentration of flavors that letting it simmer to reduce provides. It's just a really good depth of flavor. So I just recommend doing it that way. But I just did want to give you a shortcut there in case you wanted to take that shortcut. One of the things you want to look for, regardless of the way that you thicken it, is you want to make sure that your little chunks of garlic and the red pepper seeds and those kind of things are suspended in the sauce. You don't want them all floating on top, then that's not thick enough. Okay, so your jar should look kind of like this once you have it thickened. So I like to use it as a dipping sauce for different kind of rolls. I'll use it as a base for a peanut sauce for some other rolls that we like to make. Thai sticky wings, of course, are just yummy that way. And then a Thai orange chicken. So I hope you can try this recipe out. Let me know how you like it if you do. Thanks so much for watching, and have a beautiful day.